Ebullient greetings. I'm your host, Jacquie Bird of Jacquie Bird Spiritual Wellness, your guide to stress and anxiety relief, mindfulness, awareness, self-care, self-love, and personal growth. Welcome and thank you for joining me as we roll with peace in mind. Today's wisdom gem is consider being considerate in consideration. One definition of the verb consider is to think carefully about something, typically before making a decision. One definition of the adjective considerate is careful not to cause inconvenience or hurt to others. One definition of the noun consideration is thoughtful and sympathetic regard. When we are being pinched, when our nerves are fried, when we are about to scream, when we are tired of being tired, that is the last thing we want to think about. The action of holding consideration for another. Because as we are cranky and or scared, we forget about being considerate and don't stop to consider what verbal vomit we are about to hurl at the person, animal, or thing that has vexed us so. Or if we don't say it out loud, we say it in our minds, which is the same thing, though we've convinced ourselves it isn't as bad. Because I just thought it, I didn't say it. Well, thought is vibration. Sound is vibration. Energy is vibration, all operating at different frequencies. So whether you think it or say it, there are still points of energy being expressed into the universe. Consider whether you want to consciously operate at lower or higher frequencies. Consideration, being considerate and stopping to consider, takes awareness and mindfulness. Awareness of ourselves in this cosmic pie, sharing space with our fellow humans. As times get tighter and tougher, our impatience starts to rise, our tempers spark, hot like flames of a match. But if you already are practicing being considerate, it becomes instinctual to take a breath before speaking, to pause and consciously choose what you wish to express in a tone you control and are aware of, as opposed to being on autopilot and just spewing forth vitriol, hitting first, then apologizing later. It's a cycle within a cycle, with no end until you shine light upon it and make different choices. That is truly something to consider, especially now. In a nutshell, this is about being kind. This is about being mindful. This is about holding consideration for others and for yourself. As we move through this most challenging of times, now more than ever is there a need for considerate humans being considerate of others because they've taken the time to consider how they roll in the world and how they treat themselves. Marian Wright Eldman, activist for children's rights, says this on being considerate. Being considerate of others will take your children further in life than any college degree. From Dale Carnegie, if you can be kind and considerate for one day, then you can be kind for another. It won't cost you a penny in the world. Begin today. The mathematician and theologian Isaac Barrow told us this. It is commonly said that revenge is sweet, but to a calm and considerate mind, patience and forgiveness are sweeter and do afford a much more rational and solid and durable pleasure than revenge. The monuments of our mercy and goodness are far more pleasing and delightful a spectacle than our rage and cruelty. End quote. See, people. See, feel, hear yourself and your thoughts. Your thoughts are the lighthouse to your feelings. Consider that. Become aware of your life footprint. Breathe. Become aware of what your mind says to you and about you. Turn up the light and remember to roll with peace in mind. And remember to consider Jacquie Bird's spiritual wellness, stress and anxiety relief and mindfulness tools you can use. Jacquie Bird, spiritualwellness.com. Make this your best day. Make this your best moment. Make this the time to make your best decisions. And thank you for listening.